Welcome back. I've missed you so much. So, we just got our fusion up to 24. We're ready to jump into this next level and get whatever is in the wizard tower. Let's just do it. There's really nothing else to say. I mean, anything I say is already just over the top just because this game kind of is the same thing over and over again. I like it, but it is the same thing over and over again. Let's block this route here. Let's make them all come down. There. So I'm going to remember this wizard tower because in some practice runs I'd forget about it until I had like 5 waves left. The game would remind me 5 waves left and I'd be like, oh, I didn't even look up here. We're going to have to destroy these with gems that are nowhere near the battlefield, so that is an issue. Let's start with a mana gem. I'm going to put one down here. That's going to be the first thing. Then we'll have pure armor tearing. That goes for... You know what I'm going to do that's going to be fun for everyone is a pure poison gem that I'm going to say attack randomly. And now let's do something real. Let's do some blue purple over here. These are the actual gems that are going to do the killing. Let's... There, and then I'm going to start building towers here. And we don't really have enough left to actually start doing this, but that's okay. We will in a moment. There's going to be a trap down here with some poison in it. Alright, that should be fine. Okay, this is scary. Let's upgrade this. Make sure we have the ability to kill. I feel like I need to stay ahead of these enemies for a second. Alright, upgrade there. We have a freeze. We're going to need to destroy this freeze lock, so let's do it. And then let's start building gems. Awesome. Got rid of the beacons. Let's do this. Alright. Freeze spell again. We get a lot of freeze spells over here. Alright, I'm going to duplicate this and build another tower there. Duplicate this here. So it should be shielded, highest armor, random. Just throw poison at the wind. Throw poison at the wind. What the hell does that mean? Throw poison randomly around. That's what that means. Let's get some more gems just to do some damage here. Okay, I think we're good. I think I handled the opening of this. We're now in a position where I have everything I want without worrying about the orb getting compromised. And let's make sure we have that at level 7. Alright. Okay. I'll get a few of those. Let's actually start upgrading the Enraging Gem. Alright, this guy will die pretty soon. There we go. We should probably upgrade some of these other gems. Hold on. Let's do the one that gives me all the mana. Let's bump these up so their hit rate goes up. Or the fire rate, I mean. The speed they fire should be faster. But take care of those guys more. Alright. Now I'm realizing these are doing almost nothing. Because I have them set up to be like... This is the armor tearing station. This is the poison station. And the gems are so weak, they're going to do nothing. So let me get those upgraded. At least once every guy. This should go up to 7 at the very least. And it should attack swarmlings. And then let me make a duplicate to attack swarmlings. Alright, level there. Shrine that... Oh, a mana shrine. That's a That's not a great spot for it. Like, if enemies are in here, sure, but if they're in here, I'm already kind of losing. So, maybe 57 waves. This is so many waves. Let's clear that out. Let's upgrade you and you. Okay. What if I... it's like, it's not going to hit anybody. It's enough to, like, make up for the... Oh, it doesn't even go all the way to here. This is terrible plates for that shrine. Alright, these should be at level 4. 7. Oh, hold on. This guy is already done. 197. 20 shots. Okay, this guy's almost done. We'll be fine. Those will be complete before... Will I get my mana back from this? Yeah, that'll make more than it costs to make the gem, but it's still not great. Uh-huh. Let's just let it do its thing real quick. I think this is another 250k XP level. I think that's going to happen. Yeah, I know. It's going to be done. Thank you. It's combined. Now we got some tenors. Let's make these at level 8. Ooh, good. A giant wave to end things. Oh, it's only 176k HP. Still going to take a lot to defeat. Let's get that to level 11. Okay. These should be higher. We're doing all right. Yeah, already at 150k before we even get into the endurance mode, so... got a battle tree scroll, a bunch of stuff. This is an okay edge fragment. We'll see if it's better than what I have. There. Let's have these up, just do more. Alright, goal is to get a level 12 gem ASAP, although having these other gems be high will help me survive long enough to do that. Well, we can just run things at quick speed until we get there. Hold on, let's get some beams going. Oh, already at wave 7. That's because there's 57 waves in the level. That's why we're already at wave 70. There. Let's get one to replace. How high does it go? 8. Okay. Level 12. It's not critical hit, so it's gonna kind of top out where it's topping out. This is ooh. Let's. There we go. Will we make it to the next level? Okay, maybe I don't get to 250k. Maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe I'm going to die really, really shortly after starting this. Oh, no, no, no. Good. The bolt freeze combo worked. Did its magic. Oh, okay. I guess I can do that. Beam a shard like that. Okay, we'll make it a little further. How are these giants? 600,000 HP? That's not really... It's not a number I like. I'd prefer it to be a different number than that. But I will be able to get this up one more level. Ah! Okay. I don't think this one will also get to level 12. I think we're going to run out of chances with these giants with the 2 million HP. Because I can't do any more than the 7,000 or whatever that I get here. There's not much else I can do. That's okay. Over 200k is good. That's not a lot of mana. Ah! Yeah. Okay. This can only stave off the death. It cannot stop it. Oh my god, they're so strong. Alright, well, it's over. Can I get a little bit more XP out of them? Yeah, 250 didn't happen, but we're not too far under it. We're squeezing a little bit up. Okay, that's probably where that's going to end. Alright, let's see what we just unlocked here. A lot of different places we're not going to go. Let's see. 3% of wizard level. That's just 4 XP. This is 14% of wizard level. So, unless I can get this up higher than 14, it's not as good. I have a lot of shadow cores to play with, though. Yeah, 10%. No, that's not as good. Alright. Skills-wise, I'm going to start putting them back into masonry. Yeah, almost at the goal I want to be, at which point I'll have stuff left over for these skills down here. Alright, let's talk about the battle trait we just got over here. We just got Orblets. So what it does, basically, is it adds these things called Orblets. They appear around the orb. Orblets give 1% mana gain bonus. Until taken by the monsters, Orblets carried outside the battlefield give 10% mana gain penalty. So I would start here with 3 Orblets. That's a 3% mana gain bonus. If a monster gets to the orb, instead of being banished, it will grab an orb and then start walking away and try to leave. If the monster has the orb in its hand, I'm not getting the mana gain bonus from it, but I don't get the 10% mana gain penalty until it gets carried outside the battlefield, at which point that happens. While the monster is carrying the Orblet, I can still attack it and kill it, then the Orblet will make its way back to the orb. So it is possible to recover them. That's why sometimes in the gem targeting thing, when I right click and I say target structure, target this, you can target special object or carrying Orblet. Or you can click on the monster that's carrying the Orblet. But what this ability does is it kind of just redoes my entire strategy. It just changes everything I want to do. Because up until this point, I've been okay with tanking a few hits. Maybe not in this video so far, or the previous one I did alright, but some of them, you know, maybe my start doesn't go well and a bunch of enemies get through. It's a little stronger than I expected. Or towards the end, I didn't, you know, anticipate how hard the level would be. And a few monsters break through. I lose a bit of mana on banishment. Who cares? Well, with this ability, if monsters break through and they grab the orbs, I could have a huge mana gain penalty. And, like, the penalty here, 30% maximum penalty is severe. It's not enough to be, like, an instant game ender, but it's a pretty severe penalty. But every level we bring this up just adds more Orblets. So this is 9 Orblets with a 90% mana gain penalty if we lose them all. That is basically game over. So my strategy with Orblets on is now no monsters can get through. I have to design it so I don't tank hits to survive. If monsters start breaking through and grabbing the Orblets, it's pretty much game over right there. That's how it is. So we might not last as long, but of course with this on, we get a lot more XP. So we'll get more XP in total, even if we don't last as long. But with this Orblets sort of battle trait, there's really no reason ever to have it at a low level. Either it's off, meaning we can just play as normal, or if it's on, I might as well go all the way, because regardless of whether I have 3 Orblets or 9, as soon as those Orblets are gone, I'm in trouble. and I'm probably just going to die. So I'm going to just have Orblets all the way at 7, because regardless of 1 or 7, my goal is nobody gets through until endurance mode, at which point, once they do get through, I quit. It's over. That's how that's going to go. I'm going to get a huge XP multiplier, and so 150k as a baseline, goal for XP is now way too pessimistic. We're thinking like 250 to 300k minimum for each of these levels. So we'll give it a try. Here, I'll show you what I mean if this was not the most cogent explanation of how this works. So we got our orb here. So we got entrances there and there. Let's make them go through the top. So I'm going to wall off like so. I'm going to wall off here. I'm going to wall there and there. So we got to go around. And I'm going to wall... Okay, and here we want that and through there. Those are all the walls we got to make. It's nice that the first wall was basically free then. Let's say toward the end, we have critical hit gems, which is going to really help us. So we're going to put a nice crit gem there. We're going to... This will eventually be full of gems, but to start, we're only going to have a few. We also have mana regen blocking, which I'm going to put at the start of the path that everyone will take. Eventually, these monster nests will be gone. This is where our regen killer will be, and our mana leeching gem. Those are going to go here. We're going to put some slowing gem stuff there. I'm going to put another one up here. It's going to be... What is it going to be? More slowing? More mana armor tearing? I definitely want more armor tearing. Let's actually just have it be pure armor tearing here. And then I've got room for more. We'll make a poison trap. I want poison and armor tearing traps. Put a poison trap there. We'll start with one, and then we'll start with an armor tearing here. Okay, I still got enough to upgrade those. It's a start. This should at least handle the first few. We definitely want this to go down. This monster nest needs to go first. Then we definitely want a duplicate over here. That's just attacking structures. Let's bring this up. That should go to 4. And then another type of gem I can make is a duplicate green cyan that just attacks randomly, because just extra poison and healing suppression. Might as well throw that on there in case. Alright, 6. Eventually this will be strong enough to hit the enemies going down here, but not quite yet. This should be regular. We'll put another gem here. Alright, I should be able to run this for a bit without too much trouble. Exactly as it is. Let's get some mana. That should go up. That should go here. And then my armor tearing gem should be like that. I feel like I should switch like that. Huh. Okay, we're good. There we are. Okay, we're at level 7 here. That's a good amount. That's going to take care of healing forever. Okay. Is that right? Get the armor tearing done early. Armor tearing trap. Poison trap. And then let's upgrade him a little bit. So far, so good. Let's have these at level 5. These should be also at 5. That should be at 9. And now... yeah, that's good. Bring it to 10. This one to level 10, and I'll do some stuff with it. Gonna need a little bit more in the way of mana. Just a bit more. That was wrong. I meant to do that. So we want to shoot this with bolts. I'm gonna do it with my yellow gem by upgrading it here, setting it to structure, and then giving it the bolt spell. It's gonna hit the drop holders that are here. I didn't get anything from the drop holders. It's alright. Drop another one of these. Okay, I also want a duplicate of this. So I need to get some mana going. How many waves we got? 59? That's a good amount. Let's get some more mana. Okay, duplicate. There. Let's upgrade you. Yeah, we seem to be doing really well here. Not really in any danger of losing anytime soon. What was I gonna upgrade? Let's make these here. Should take care of a bunch of armor going around the bend. Let's upgrade to 11. So we'll definitely get to level 12 on the this gem before we lose. Oh wait, what do we got here? Armor tearing. That's not a great spot. Same here. XP hit is alright, but like, how much? 22 XP, big deal. Alright. We'll definitely hit 300k. This level actually will probably get way higher than that. Let's see what we can get. Let's push for a record. Let's make a level 12 gem now, and then put that there. It's not great that we're starting with a ton of giant waves, but they should be not too bad because we're just starting endurance mode, so they're not as strong as they could be. Let's give these a little bit more. So how are we on regen here? 1,000? We're still good with a 29,000 regen there. Let's make those. Just extra armor tearing. Make sure, again, shielded, highest armor. Ooh, beacons and shield. Oh, no, that's not good. I don't like that at all. How much HP these guys got? 2,000? They're just not really getting hit by these. Let's do that. Can actually probably go even higher. Let's see. First, let's upgrade this to level 10. There. Oh yeah, already over 300k. Let's do that. Alright, this beacon's not too bad. This is annoying, but they're not going to be hurt down here. So, actually not that bad. Alright. Let's have these. So, 10,000 poison damage. They shouldn't have any regen happening, so... Kind of feels like then the regen killers should be over this way. And then we just duplicate the armor killers. Let's duplicate these. That feels right. Do what feels right. That's really the most important rule of this game is just do what feels right. The most important rule is to be yourself and have fun. I should remember that I have this beam ability. These giants aren't too bad. Maybe they are. Hold on. Come on, you can kill them. There we go. Oh, that's a great place for that beacon. Jeez. I'm not happy with that at all. Hold on a second. Get rid of that structure. Get rid of this. Oh my gosh, 4 million HP. I don't want that there. This needs to kill him. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's, how much? 80,000 HP. Okay, these poison traps are not doing anything anymore. 80,000 HP on these monsters is awful. That's alright. We're handling it okay? We're handling things okay? A little further. Man, these giants have too much HP. 14 million. Oh, jeez. They're going to grab Orblets and come back, so I can... no, hold on. If we kill the Swarmlings, we'll be good. The Swarmlings just got to die. There you go. So the Giant's grabbing them is going to be a problem. Okay. That guy should die. There we go. This guy needs to die. 14 million. Hold on, I got it. Look at this. Level 13, baby. So now 9,000 maximum damage. So let's say the maximum with the critical hit times 26 on that. It's, you know, 250,000 or so is what that's going to be. Which is enough to, you know, seem cool, but this is going to be a problem. Because the thing is now, I'll kill the guy with the Orblet, but look at all of these guys coming through. That's okay. We got 500k on that. Look at this. Yeah, this is bad. Here, let's kill this giant. I don't want giants carrying Orblets. Giants carrying Orblets is bad. The thing is now, he's so far in... There we go. Ah, another guy got it. Yeah, that's just what they do, is that their friends pick them up, and then it's like, it's... Unless you get rid of all of these guys, they're basically... That Orblet's gone forever. Like, even if that guy dies, like, there's no way this is making it all the way back. Actually, there's a pretty good gap here. Oh, they didn't know which direction to go. Oh, how did we survive that? That is a good question. Because this Orblet is probably not going to make it all the way back without these enemies unless I decide to, like, freeze them up here. But it's not going to happen. Yeah, these Reavers are going to pick it up and they're going to take it right back. There you go. He's... That's alright. We're just going to squeeze out as much as we can from this moment. We're just going to accept that we're starting to get overwhelmed. How much you got? Yeah. Let's just get XP. Mana gain is going to go way down. Yeah. There we go. 550k. That's terrible. This is not great either. Okay, cool. We get just worthless talismans. That's fine. I didn't even want good talisman fragments. Bye. Bye. Alright. Cool. Bunch more skill points. Let's bring this to 13. That is the goal I had for this hex tile. And now I'm going to bring that to 17 for traps. I'm going to make the poison a little bit better too. I want the poison traps to be a bit stronger than they are. Cool. So let's go to M7, just kind of finish this hex tile off. Unfortunately, no critical hit gems here, so we're not going to last as long. So 300k I feel is a good goal to reach. I don't know if we'll actually reach that goal. It's a good goal to reach. Let's make a mana gem to start us off here. We get mana, or not, we get the suppressing gem, so let's put one in there. Let's down here do some of this. And let's destroy these monster nests. So let's duplicate structure. Let's build something on this edge. Let's do a nice slowing gem. Let's see. Let's get some enraged waves. Start doing poison traps. And in fact, actually, the poison traps should have a bit of red in them. Like that. So a quarter of this is red. We got enough to upgrade. Enough for another gem type. Let's do this. And let's make it level 3, and we're off. Looks like we have a lot of abandoned dwellings here. Let's make sure, let's get through a lot of these waves and have a ton of mana, and then just go on a gem bombing spree. Destroy those guys. Okay, I want to get rid of this, make sure enemies have to go through a gauntlet to get here. Let's also make green purple. Let's do that. That should be at a higher level. This should be at a higher level. That should be at a higher level. This should, and that should. There. Now this can nearest orb. Let's just have a bunch of these gems. Let's just have a bunch of gems. That's what we're doing. Gem City. Kill an apparition at field M7. Why this field particularly? I don't know. And then let's set up a little bit of this. Why not? Level 3. Let's make more gems at the corners here. And this corner. There we go. We should be able to run with this for a while without even thinking about it. Oh, I should probably put on that. And then we can run this without thinking about it. Do we have a level 3? Yeah, a grade 3 there. 5, 4, 5. That's the only 3, I think. Oh. Alright, now let's get serious down here. Okay. How much shield you got? 1 layer shield? It's not too bad. I feel like all these other gems need to start getting upgraded. So let's do 1 on the traps. Let's make sure these guys are all at 4. Actually, everybody can be at 4. There's a lot of gems to upgrade, but it's worth it, I think. $55 waves here. We can survive that. That should be level 9. That should be at level 10. Okay, now let's start doing our gem bombing. So this should be at level 4. Let's look for 4s. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Looks like all the 4s. Let's go up to 5. And then 6. There we go. That's for the XP, not for the mana. We basically just wasted like 10,000 mana doing that. Okay, let's make sure we have some upgraded gems there. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Everybody at 5. 7, 7, 7. That's what? Yeah, 1,000 poison damage over 9 seconds. I like that. Yeah, it was 999 a couple levels ago. Now it's 1,000. Let's see what else we can do. This healing suppression should probably go up another level. Go to 7 on these. Should probably get this up to level 11. This is my ultimate gem. The one and only. But I'm going to need a lot more XP to do that. But yeah, we're starting to need it to be at that next level up. There we go. That's more like it. Easy. Easy every time. I should probably make this one also higher level, because if I can bring this up to level 11, then I can make a grade 12 gem. It's not going to happen now, I don't think, but eventually. Put the beam on here for the moment so we can recharge, have an extra charge of beam ready to go. Alright, I'm almost at the point I can get a level 12 gem. Yeah, I think 300k is a reasonable goal. Dang, we're gonna get beacons immediately? That's annoying. Okay, another beam charge. Another beam charge. And alley-oop. That's a half and half, and then that's that. There. Cool. That's a start. Only 6,000 damage per shot, but as long as the giants don't have millions of HP, I think we're survivable for now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not a great... I don't want a healing beacon right there. Now I gotta take care of monsters too. I can't take care of the beacon right now. I guess this one could attack the structure. Oh, he's going for that. That's a bad one too. This is not good at all. I don't like any of these. Dang. At least these beacons don't have millions and millions of HP. That... Thank heaven for small favors. We'll get to 300, but then we'll die pretty shortly after. Because of this baloney. Oh, hold on. Those guys are fast. Will this do anything? No. That'll do nothing at all. Okay, at least we survived that? I don't know. Oh, good. They got the Orblets now. Alright. Well, I got over 300k, so let's let them. And there's one more. Let's see. Achievements. Nah. What do I need? See, it's so close to 180. I really want that to be 180 so I can do this. Alright, field M8. Let's let's upgrade our skill. Let's upgrade the traps to 18, and that's as far as we go there. 90% extra, so 170% extra in traps. And then we'll get that poison skill up too, I guess. Alright, now I remember this one actually being kind of tricky. There's going to be a lot of waves. And it's really the giant waves at the end. So let's see if I remember how to do this one. We might get to a point where our orblets are kind of being juggled, like they're being taken and then put back, and taken and put back, and taken and put back. We might be in that scenario by the end of this level, but I think I can do this without actually losing the orblets. Also, we can't really build anything here. There could be one trap here, but what trap would be useful? Because none of that will be. So we're going to build a tower here and make that our blue-purple. We're going to build here as, I'm going to say orange purple. And then here as pure purple. And then here is our mana gem. We're going to build traps. Let's do this spot, this spot. Just make nice green gems. So these should all be there. And then let's get that to level 4. Alright, this level will start off quite easy. It's just going to get very difficult at the end because that's just what happens when you have 61 waves. Especially when I'm enraging them as much as I am, and with all my battle traits on. Alright. Oop, not quite. There we go. My goal is to get this guy up to a high level as soon as possible. Because I need to have at least one gem at a high level. Okay, let's... I do, of course, also want the mana gem to be extracting as much as possible. So that one is also going up. These ones here aren't going to go up for a bit. I'm going to start with the gem at the top. I also want these to attack swarmlings and be... Oh, where is it? Because of my trap ability, it's almost at 1,000 poison damage, even just at level 6. Let's upgrade you. Okay, level 7, 1,800 poison damage. That should take care of the smaller monsters, like these guys should be killed. It's just going to be down to the giants and the guys that break through. Let's see here. 3.05 shots per second. Okay, now you should go to level 10 ASAP. There we go. And then we'll see about level 11. What might be best is have a duplicate that I can merge with it. Okay, so far so good. We're starting to get to the waves. They're going to scare me a little bit. It's a lot of giant waves. They have a lot of HP. Let's make sure you're at a slightly higher level. Okay. There's a little more mana on there. And we're off. There we go. Build another duplicate. Because now, this can go to level 12 at some point. Not this point, but at some point. Let's go up, up. There we are. Shielded guys. Make sure there's no shields on. Okay, 10 waves to go. Ish. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm going to be able to take care of everyone but the giants that are coming through. I mean, we'll be able to take care of them, just not as easily as the other guys. How much HP? 1,300. Let's, just in case, these should be a higher. 3,000. Alright. It's these guys here, these giant waves, that I'm going to struggle to defeat. I have, in one of my practice runs, I did this entire level without a single monster making it here. But it only happened once. Every other time they made it here, but I killed them on the way back. What the hell? Oh, there's a specter coming through. I thought, why is the monsters purple? Not a great time for me to see those. Let's go here. Freeze the specter. I gotta waste my time on the specter now. Thank you. You showed up at the exact perfect time to let the enemies through. Thank you so much for that. Okay, this should be fine. An 11 and a 10. And we gotta do this again. Alright. These guys are not gonna go down so easy. Can I get enough XP, or, not XP, enough mana to upgrade this one before they get too close? I don't think so. I would need 14,000 more. Not gonna happen. I'm close. Ooh, so close. Wait, one more cycle, one more cycle, one more cycle. Okay. Oh, nope, nope, don't combine. Upgrade, combine. This, there you go. We have a level 12. Done. It's still not enough to really take care of him. Look at that. Yeah, they're still getting through. At least there's now a small number of them, so at the very least... There's 10 on the field, so one of them's going to break through, and I will take some mana damage from that guy. But I think it won't kill me. So all of those, one of them breaks through. Okay. So now it's time to kill these guys on the way back. So... that should go up higher. Okay. Killed 4 of them. And the rest are going to be here. There we go. Done. Alright. We did it. I didn't lose the Orblets. I just temporarily had them taken away from me. Alright. I think we can get to 300,000. I wonder. This level's already quite tricky with the giants in there. But I think we can get close. At the very least. So let's bump that, and let's take care of these. Let's do this. How much they have? 3,000? So this isn't really enough anymore. That's right. Poison Trap, that was for the main part of the level. I'm not really going to expect Poison Traps to do anything anymore. I should probably have this on all the time. Okay. These guys seem a bit strong, don't they? Yeah, okay, so we're not gonna make it like 5 seconds into this. Okay. How about... I don't really have enough to upgrade this. Wow, they really start off strong in this level. Yeesh. Okay, we're not gonna make it too much longer, I don't think here. Yeah, okay. This can go, though. Of course, what this means is I have so little mana that even a couple guys breaking through is the end of the level for me, but... not so good. Alrighty then. 250k is not terrible. This is not a great fragment either. I'm not getting very lucky with my fragments, am I? Hey, I've reached wizard level 200. That's got to be worth something. Goodbye. Skills-wise, I think, let's just bump that to 11. And that is where we stop. We stop here at end of Hextile M. So what I'm going to do next time, I believe, instead of continuing on, I'm going to go back to Hextile F, and we'll play on Glaring difficulty. And the purpose for this is to just build up a lot more skill points and XP. Because if I jump into Glaring difficulty here, I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me. So I'm going to build up some levels on these earlier areas, and then once I feel I've done enough of that, I'm going to head back and continue at Glaring difficulty. I won't do every level because that'll take forever, and there are in fact 3 difficulty levels in the game. There's going to be a third one over here, and so if I do every single level again at Glaring, I have to go back and do every single level again at Haunting if I want to do them all at the highest difficulty. So I'm just going to do a few hex tiles maybe at Glaring, and just squeeze as much XP out of them as I can until I'm ready to move on. And when we do move on, I'm going to go for another skill that I'll need, which is going to be this direction. So we're going to start here, we're going to get what we can, and then we're going to move down into Field J. Not so much N or Q at the moment, we're going to save those for later. Also, oh my gosh, starting at 82 HP, that's going to be hard. 64 waves. No thanks. Alright, that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Glad you could stop by and look at this tower defense game. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.